Hello everyone, my name is Solid Nightmares and today we're going to keep playing Doki Doki Blue Skies, Episode 9. So last time we were in a bit of a tension in the club. Let's see how it goes. Right off the bat we start with the saddened music. There's tension in the air once again as we anxiously wait for Monika's response. Natsuki shifts back and forth on her feet, looking like she almost wants to run away from the scene. Thank you for saying that. I'm not going to lie either. Your comment doubting my presidency hurt. It's definitely not true though. You're a great president, Monica. Yeah, you brought us all together. Without you, we wouldn't have become friends, and I wouldn't have been introduced to the world of poetry. I agree. It's an amazing feeling to be able to talk to like-minded individuals. Yeah, as far as presidents go, we could definitely do worse. And so what if you nudged us into the festival? I guess it's only normal for the president of all people to want the club to grow. Thanks, guys. I guess that after all that, I have no choice but to accept Natsuki's apology, eh? I mean, it'd be really great if you could. That's certainly an understatement. We all turn to look at Yuri, surprised at a glimpse of humorous side to her. Did I say something strange? Oh, Yuri, you're so funny. Eh? I let out a breath I'd been subconsciously holding. It seems like everything turned out well in the end, or at least as well as they can, given the circumstances. Okay, everyone. And with that catchphrase, everything seems alright in the world once again. I totally forgot to mention this, but we still need to clean everything up. I'm sure that with all of us working together though, it won't take that long to do. I'm assuming everyone's just going to skip the festival and go home after this. I'm pretty tired after all the stuff that just happened. As am I. Same here. I wish I could leave too, but I have shift in my classes after this. It's alright though. Everyone get moving then so you can all go home. Everyone starts cleaning up the room, myself included. Yuri and Natsuki starts packing up the festival oil setup and cupcake trays, respectively. Meanwhile, Sayori, Monica, and I pick up everything left on the ground and desks. It's like we're erasing all trace that the festival ever happened in here. Although, I can't help but think that there's still lingering tension in the air, despite Monica's cheery expression. I have a feeling that Monica might just be putting the club before herself in this case. But the only thing I can do now is hope that everyone will feel better tomorrow. It'll be pretty nice to get home from school early for a change and be able to relax. Although now that I think about it, I really only have anime and video games to look forward to. I guess that everything that's happened today is going to be plaguing my mind tonight. Skipped. Morning already? I groaned as I fumbled for the alarm clock. Man, I just feel like sinking into the depths of my bed. Is it natural to feel this tired after waking up? What's the time anyway? 10:30 a.m. Holy crap! I've already pretty much missed the first two classes. Should I even go to school today, or should just cut my losses and skip? A fierce battle rages within my mind as I lay there. But after a beat, I leap out of the bed and begin throwing my uniform. I don't even want to go to school, but I feel compelled to stick to my everyday routine. Guess mom really trained me well. No time to eat breakfast today. To be honest, I'm usually too lazy to cook anything anyway. It's 10:39 a.m. now. I'm making good time. Good time is 9 minutes, really? If you spend 9 minutes just dressing up, getting out of bed, and going straight to the kitchen, then you're probably going to arrive one hour later to school. Hang on. It's Saturday. Hold up a sec. What? How is it Saturday all over? It the festival wasn't the festival like Monday? And how the fuck did we reach Saturday in such a quick pace? Okay. As that realization hits me, all the nervous tension drains out of my body, leaving me slouched, over and exhausted. Now that I'm already out of bed, I might as well do something productive today. Although I'll have to get changed into my normal clothes first. At least there's no school to get through today, although unfortunately the literature club is still feeling the effects of the festival. Thankfully, the awkward atmosphere is only subtle. But even I, a newbie, can see that everyone's been treading on eggshells. I really do hope I really do hope that things can eventually get back to normal. But at this rate, I could easily see everyone drifting apart. Monica hasn't spoken to me about things yet, either. I meant to talk to her about the festival argument the day after, but I just couldn't figure out a way to confront her about it. It's probably just me being too reluctant to bring things up, but I never really found the right time to talk. I should get out of the house for once and stop thinking about these things. It'll be a nice change of pace from staying on my computer all day. Hey, fuck you! Gotta get rid of that pasty and pale complexion. Ah, are you kidding me? Okay. At least the weather isn't bad today. It's a regular sunny day, not too hot and not too cold. It's just me, my bag, and come to think of it, I don't even know where I'm headed to. Yeah, I'll just text Sayori to see how she's doing, although she's probably not awake yet anyway. I haven't hung out with her in a while. It might be prove to be a nice surprise for her. Actually, the more I think about it, the more appealing the idea sounds. I imagine the festival fiasco probably upset her, given how much she cares for the club and other girls. Can't hurt to see if she's okay and take her mind off it. Besides, I can't imagine she really has much going on either. I dig out my phone and shoot her a message. Nice phone. I love it. Hey, my name's Yellow. My name's meant to be black. Hey Sayori, what's up? No reply. I checked the time, knowing Sayori is probably still sleeping. I suppose anything before noon is considered early for her. Then again, I'm not much better. The only reason I'm up so early on Saturday is because I thought it was a school day. How is 10 a.m. so early? For us, 10 a.m. is late. If you're sleeping. I chuckled to myself. My parents would definitely be surprised if they learned I was up before midday or on a Saturday. Dad used to joke around and call me nocturnal, like I was a vampire. Thinking about it, given my sleep cycles, he wasn't wrong. Shame I don't have the ability to turn into a bat though, or super speed. Well, at least the weather's nice. It's only October. Which day of October? Which is the best of both worlds. And it's not quite as hot as it was in the summer. I mean, not all Octobers are hot. Some are very cold. And the real bite of winter hasn't kicked in yet. It's fairly warm, with fluffy white clouds accompanying the blue skies. Patching down a bit on a bench, I aimlessly flick through my phone while I wait Sayori's deploy. Oh, they frickin' hell. Finally, my phone goes off. Hi, hello. Sorry about the delay. I just woke up, lol. Called it. Don't worry about it. Just wondered if you want to go to the park or something. It's a nice day after all. Sure thing. Which one? Lol, you'll see. I'll keep it a surprise. Sounds fun. Just give me a few minutes to get ready, okay? Yep, just let me know when you're dressed and I'll meet you outside your house. Alrighty. As I slip my phone back into my pocket, I start to aimlessly plan what we'll get up to. There's a park near our house. When we were children. It was almost like a second home to us. So much time spent exploring. We used to get tons of ice cream at the playground. After working the puppy dog eyes on our parents. In fact, I think it was that very park where I first met Sayori. Something about ice cream? I'm not even surprised we met and initially bonded over food. Good times. Another notification. Okay, I'm good. Coming up now. With Sayori in tow, we make our way over. Already. I'm reminded of the time we spent together last Sunday. I'm just hoping today is just as enjoyable. Although last time she got to learn little bit more. She got to learn a little more about me. I didn't get to learn much about her. Well, in the time we've been apart, I've got no idea about how she's finding school, what her interests are, her plans for the future, all that stuff.
So I know you said it's meant to be a surprise, but can I get a teeny tiny hint?
Should I?
Please. After all, it is super early.
I checked my watch, it's 11:30. Sorry, it's almost noon.
Yeah, super early.
I mean, she's not wrong. What world do guys live in? What world do these two live in? That is like super late. I suppose you got a point. Alright, I lean conspiratorially. This is super top secret stuff.
Understood, Agent.
If I give you the codename childhood, what would you think? She crunches up her face, fiddling with a strand of her hair in her hands.
Oh, I know.
Is she going to get it on her first try? Might be impressed.
You're not taking me back to elementary school, are you?
Well, that hope got shut down. I can't help but sigh.
No? Worth a try.
I'll give you another hint. Remember where we first met?
It wasn't elementary school, was it?
If you say that one more time.
Kidding. You're kind of fun to wind up sometimes, you know. Makes a change from you always being a meanie to me.
You love it, really. It's the only way I can get you back from all those tricks you used to play on me, you know.
Tricks? I don't know what you're talking about.
That innocent childlike grin is back on her face. Already, I'm glad I decided to text her instead of going back to sleep. What about the time you told my mom that I threw that tennis ball at you so she'd make you give you my candy? Oh, that time we climbed that tree and got stuck. I told you to be too high, but you didn't listen. My dad had to get us down. I grinned. Although that climb was pretty fun, the view was incredible.
See, it wasn't all that bad.
I know. It wasn't all good natured. We used to get up to so much mischief.
We sure did.
Now that I think about it, I saw a tweet of someone saying, like, I'm aroused. They didn't know this option existed. But yeah, the option is right here on the settings, if you watch my video. And yes, when you press, it can appear from just basically until the X is marked. I don't know if she. Nah, I'm not gonna skip Halloween. Since it's in October, I love things that are in October. Since October is my birthday. Birth month, sorry.
Anyway, I think I know where we're going. Paco Park, right?
So there is something in that head of yours after all then, huh?
Hey!
And so here we are.
Aw, I love this place. Haven't been here in so long.
Yeah, me neither. We take a seat on a wooden bench, which affords us to a lovely view of the park around us. Children are playing all sorts of ball games as their parents chat amicably. Dogs are running around as their owner laughs and chase them. I smile here with Sayori. I feel like I'm at home. Figured it'd do both of us good to take a trip down memory lane, eh? Especially after that fiasco of the festival and everything.
Yeah.
From the change of her tone and expression, the festival still looks like it's bothering her. I can't blame her. All of the club members are feeling it. I was hoping by now things would
Go back to how they used to.
Yeah, that. I mean, yeah, the festival was a bit of a failure, but the club is still a nice place for us five, right? Sayori looks ahead, idly poking a twig with her feet.
Yeah, it is. I just really wish people weren't so mean. We all practice super hard too. All that for nothing.
Hey, come on, Sayori. It's not like you to be so depressing. We shouldn't dwell too much on that. What's done is done, right? Besides, I want the day to be a good day. She blinks as a slightly shameful look crosses her features.
Yeah, you're right, Hala. Sorry.
Nah, don't apologize. After all, it was me who brought it up, so I can't really talk. Anyway, I brought you here because I know this place means a lot to you. I was worried you might be upset, so I was hoping this would cheer you up.
Oh, hello. You didn't have to do that.
Well, that, but mostly important, I just needed an excuse to get out of the house. She pokes me in the ribs as I laughed, and besides, spending time with you on a Sunday made me realize that we have a lot to catch up on. She giggles. I guess both of us don't know where to start. It's almost like we just met and don't know what to say to each other. In a strange way, I guess that is the case to some extent. I guess I'll start. You know, I've always been curious, so curious as to why you joined the literature club. I didn't really think poetry was your thing. She leans forward, resting her chin on her knees.
Well, Monica and I are actually in the same class. He's the one who told me about it. In a way, I guess I was kinda like you.
Like me?
Yeah, as in, I didn't really think much of poetry. It's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't think too much about it. But as I joined, and Monica told me more and more about literature, about how poetry can be a really nice way to express yourself, I loved it. Anyone can write poetry, and that's what I really like. It doesn't matter who you are, what your interests are, or how good you are. There's something for everyone.
Interesting. Yuri, Monica, and Sayori all appreciate poetry for different reasons. Where's Natsuki in that line? I guess the sense of that Yuri likes poetry as it gives her an opportunity to express deep, complex stuff. Monica seems to be a similar wavelength to Yuri, but I think she prefers abstract stuff more. Then again, I guess Yuri uses a lot of abstract themes in her poems. Who knows, I'm still an aperture. Ha! Sayori notices my chuckle. What's up? Nothing. I was just thinking about how everyone at the club seems to appreciate different things in poetry. Sayori has a faraway look in her eyes as she asks the next question.
I remember we used to think alike in so many ways. Like when we used to look at the clouds. We'd see a lot of similar things in the sky. So I wonder, do we still do that?
I grin. I had totally forgotten how much we used to enjoy cloud watching back in the day. Every time I remember something from our childhoods, it brings a smile to my face. Cloud watching perfectly captured that innocent and new carefree essence of nostalgia. I had totally forgotten about that. We really let our imaginations run wild, didn't we? And the best thing is, it worked.
Yeah, the clouds are so cool like that. What about that one?
Which one? That one looks like someone that is waving. She takes my outstretched finger in her hands and points it at a specific spot. Yeah, I can see that one now. This one looks like a fish.
Aw, it's so small. Look at that one. It looks kinda like a little frog. This is what I love about clouds. They're so, what's the word?
Cloudy? Ow. You really like poking me in the ribs, don't you?
I was trying to think of the right word. I think I heard Yuri say it once. Versatile? I think that means something is. I forgot.
Well, it sounds like it fits. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Pretty cool how different people see different things when looking at the exact same one.
I wonder what the other girls would see.
Perfect kid, so for that, again, something spooky with Yuri.
You've really known them well, huh? What do you think Monica would see?
A piano? Nice one. Since she's training a piano, she would see a piano. I mean, you can interpret the cloud however you want, right? I'm just thinking of the stuff that reminds me of her.
Well, I'm happy that we still cloud gaze the same way.
Yeah, that makes it two of us. I was kind of worried that maybe we'd, I don't know, drifted too far apart. So much so that we'd be totally different people. But that doesn't look to be the case.
Yeah. By the way, Harlow, I've been meaning to ask you, how are you doing in school?
Geez, Sayori, that's a kind of boring question, don't you think?
Don't try to warm out of this one, mister. I still worry about you, you know. I just want to know if you're doing fine, that's all.
There's nothing to worry about. I'm doing just fine. You sound a bit like mom.
I can't tell if that's a compliment or an insult.
I miss it, we'll take it to our graves, eh? Her subsequent pout makes me chuckle. If I got you a popsicle, would that make you less pouty with me?
You think you can change my mood with food, huh? Depends on the flavor.
Mental note to self, if Sayori's ever actually annoyed with me, just get her something sweet. Who knows when that information will come in handy later. The more I think about it, perhaps I was wrong to worry would have changed too much. After all, I'm pretty much still the same person. 6 or so years isn't that much time, I guess. One thing that hasn't changed is how she loves to explore, and how much her imagination accommodates that. Forests weren't just forests, they were part of a magical land, inhabited by an array of mythical creatures. Beaches weren't just sand and sea, they were a tropical paradise, home to countless happy childhood memories. Searching for crabs, aimlessly splashing in the sea, checking out hidden coves. Sayori could even transform our homes into something they weren't. We used to jump from sofa to sofa, chair to chair, pretending that the floor was lava. That game never got old, and I'm pretty sure that every kid on the planet has played it too. Not really, never played it. You know something, Sayori? He's slightly ahead of me, ducking under a tree branch. We're now in the forest part of the park. I've had a sudden realization as to why your poems are so good.
They're not that good.
No, seriously, your imagination always been super strong. All the games we used to play as children, you were always part of your own little world. And it shows in your poems.
I'm glad you picked up on it. Writing poems is half of the fun, the other half is showing them to people, especially when they like what you've written.
What's your thought process while you write your poems? Like, how did you write them?
I just go with my heart.
I guess
It's kind of tricky to explain. I think it just depends on my mood. Like, when I wrote Dear Sunshine, I was in a pretty good mood.
More like you were just pretty hungry. More like you were just hungry, given you wrote it while you were eating breakfast.
I was in a good mood because I was eating breakfast. Anyway, so with bottles, well, I guess I was thinking about how much I want people to be happy. So that the answer to your question, it just depends on my mood and what I happen to be thinking about. I wonder how others do it.
Yeah, me too, actually. It would be kind of interesting to see how you all approach poetry. Although I think I wouldn't be able to understand how someone like Yuri does it. My poetry still goes over my head.
Good to know I'm not the only one.
Although, what about the fairy tale poem? What was your thought process behind that one?
Oh, that one.
There's an immediate shift in the atmosphere.
There wasn't really one. I just felt like writing it, I guess.
But you said you write your poems based on what you're thinking or feeling at the same time, right?
What about you, Hollow?
Yeah, just shift it onto me.
How do you write yours?
I should have known she would still be a little cagey about that one. Thinking about her behavior on that Friday, I guess it should be expected. Just what is it about that poem and her behavior that bothers me so much? Is it because it shows a side to Sayori that's totally new to me? One that I'm not used to? Or because I know there's still something she isn't telling me? Both. I prefer her knowing that she's not telling us something other than, old DDLC thing.
Hollow?
Oh, sorry. I was spacing out a little bit. Well, I guess I'm similar to you, I suppose. Just pick a bunch of words that describe what I'm thinking about, and then write a poem based on those. To be honest, I'm not exactly experienced enough to... Oh, God. I'm not really experienced enough to give you a proper answer. I kind of make it up on the spot. But it's worked so far, so I'm not complaining. Sayori pauses, looking around at the copse surrounding us. She walks up to a large tree and plants herself down in front of it. I follow suit, resting back against a sturdy trunk, admiring the soft rays as they penetrate the branches. What she said reminds me of something Monica once told me. Something about if you don't have confidence, just fake it until people believe you do. She turns to face me, as thoughtful expression on her face. Sometimes I wonder if she really is confident, or it's all just a show. I get the feeling that sometimes you can never tell with people. I blinked. That was remarkably insightful for Sayori. A more reflective mood seems to have fallen upon her. No idea, to be honest. She seems pretty genuine. I mean, she was like this when I first met her as well. So that would be an awful long time to wear that mask. I wouldn't have expected that sort of question from you, though. Why'd you ask? She smiles mischievously. Sometimes then it's nice to surprise people. What do you mean? Well, let me ask you, Hollow. If you had to describe me in a few words, which words would you choose? Bubbly, lighthearted, and adventurous. I always seen you as quite kind, given how you're always concerned with how happy the other people are. I guess your most definite trait is your happiness. Like, you always seem so cheerful at ease with the world. I kinda wish I could be like that sometimes. Although, from what I've sort of picked up on, just like everyone else, you still feel down from time to time, right? She looks on ahead, a faraway look on her face. It's not exactly sad, but there's a certain air of, what, wonder? Nostalgia?
See, that's what I mean. Everyone picks up on those things you mentioned, but they find me asking this question a bit. Unlike me, if you get what I'm saying, I guess it's because of how I act in the literature club. Aside from with my poetry, I never really talk about deeper things or anything, well, or things that aren't just aimlessly happy. I guess I just don't want to bother people with that sort of stuff.
Bother them? Why would it bother them, Sayori?
Well, maybe that isn't the right word. Sorry, I've never really been good at expressing myself in person. It's much easier to do it in a poem.
It's okay. I've never really been good at it either.
A lot of time I like to think about the past, of how things used to be. I told Natsuki about this. She giggled softly, and Natsuki thinks I live in the past. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, do you?
Nah, if you're happy, what's the issue? It's only natural that you want to think about the good times that brought you a smile to your face, right? When we first talked again, I used to look back on all our shared memories from all those years ago. From when we first met and bonded over ice cream, to me winning Mr. Cow for you, to helping you with homework. I remember our parents used to say we were pretty much inseparable.
Everyone was their happy thoughts which okay? Everyone has their happy thoughts which keep them going, right?
Stored away in bottles, eh?
Of course. She sighs contentedly. Sorry, I didn't mean to bore you or anything.
Bore me? Really, Sayori? You're sounding a bit like Sayori. I haven't seen this side of you before, and I really like it. As much as I enjoy our playful banter, this made for a real nice change of pace. Besides, I always like talking to you.
Thank you, Harlow. I worry about,
Sorry, people are always going to enjoy being your friend, even if you're not super chipper all the time. It's okay, just seriously, just be yourself. Don't hide anything. I'll be here, don't you worry. Like, cleaning my something? Okay. I reach over and squeeze her hand, smiling reassuringly. Sarah noticeably fidgets, looking rather uneasy about something. What's wrong?
actually, there is something I could tell you. I don't know if it's a good idea though.
My heart starts to race as a million questions start whizzing around my head. Is this about fairy tale? Wait. Her behavior on Friday? Some other secrets that's coming right out of the blue? Or perhaps something else entirely? Sayori?
The truth is,
I can tell. She's depressed. Like, the truth is, and then boom. If disappointment ever had a sound, it would sound like a ringing phone. With a groan, I fumble into my pocket, glaring at the offending object, as if it knows it's responsible for ruining such a moment. It's my mother. I haven't spoken to her in a long time. In fact, the last time we spoke was before I joined the literature club. I'm really sorry, Sayori. I'm going to have to tell you this. A strange smile is on her face. She shakes her head.
No, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hey, MC's mom. Nice. Wait, he has Bluetooth on? Wow. Hi, Mom. Haven't spoken to you in a while. Hope you've been good.
Hello. Sorry it's been so long. Work has been so hectic over the past few weeks.
Though I was thinking you'd forgotten about me.
Don't be silly. I always worry about you.
I know, Mom. It was just a joke.
You and your sarcasm. You must have got that from your father.
How you've been anyway? Are you eating well? Exercising daily? Drinking a lot of water? Whoa, slow down. I've been doing just fine. I've actually joined a club.
Oh wow, that's wonderful.
What kind of club is it? Literature. Funnily enough, poems and stuff. Siri told me about it, and as she's the vice president.
I hope you stick with it.
Yeah, I don't think the girls would forgive me if I left.
Girls, you said.
Uh-oh. Anyway, now's not really a great time as I'm just chilling with Sayori. You know, at the park you used to always take us to.
Oh, you're with Sayori? How is she doing?
We're having a catch-up session, actually. She's not changed too much. Anyway, can I call you back later? Kinda cutting her off right now.
Of course. I have evening off, so we can talk then, okay?
Sure thing.
Before I go, you are remembering to eat, right? I roll my eyes before realizing she can't see that.
Yes, Mom. Of course I'm remembering to eat.
What am I going on a fast?
Wait. What am I? Going on a fast or something? Or do you think I'm fat? I can see Sayori giggling out of the corner of my eye. If I were you, I'd be more concerned about Sayori. Lazy girl can't even get out of her bed. I grin as I see her laugh turn into a childish frown.
Oh, stop teasing her, Hollow. You're so mean to her sometimes.
Jeez, you sound like her. Anyways, gotta go. Talk to you later, okay? Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
I tucked my phone away and turned back to Sayori. Sorry about that. Had no idea she'd call.
It's okay. You haven't spoken to her in a while, so it was nice to hear you two talking again.
Anyway, what were you saying? You wanted to tell me something? Sayori isn't sitting down by the tree anymore. She's standing up and looks ready to go.
Oh, don't worry about that. It was nothing important.
Are you sure?
It seemed kind of important. It's okay. I'm kind of hungry anyway. Can you stop by a cafe on the way home?
You literally just had a popsicle.
Well, you know what they say.
And what would that be?
The fridge is a clear example that what matters is on the inside.
I stare at her. And what does that even have to do with anything?
It's about food.
You know what? Let's just go and get whatever you want. We'll be here for a while if I try to understand what goes on in her head. One tasty lunchtime meal later, Sayori's appetite is finally sated. It's getting to the late afternoon at this point. Hey Sayori, now I did enjoy it today, but I think I'm gonna have to call it there. There's a amount of homework that I haven't even started that's due on Monday. And I don't think Sakurai is gonna be happy with me if it's late. Her face still traces of chocolate all over it. She hastily attempts to wipe it off.
Oh, that's okay. I probably should do the same.
We've reached my house. Well, I'll see you on Monday then. Well, I received a message. Whatever this is, have a good one. She waves cheerily.
Bye, Hollow. Thanks again for the day.
No worries, sorry I ruined it with a phone call.
You didn't, it's okay.
I wish I could spend the rest of the day with her, but unfortunately, my procrastination has caught up with me. What a fun evening this will be. Nope. Act 2. Past, present, and future. Yes. So we're getting more into Sayori. Well, statistically speaking, whoa. This changed. Not that I'm yawning, I'm just admiring this type of new text box. Anyways, I'm going to have to end it here. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like. And if you guys want to watch more of my content, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta!